some of the breakups I've experienced, they all differ in some way. Many times, the breakup aftermath is determined by the type of relationship. If it were someone you were somewhat casual with, you didn't spend a whole lot of time together, and you really didn't invest a lot of yourself in that relationship, that one is usually easy to get over. But if you spent a lot of time together, if you knew the family, if you shared friends, if you shared dreams, if you shared secrets, those relationships are hard to get over. You kind of go through a process, or you go through stages. Sometimes the length or the sequence of the stage differs depending upon how or why you broke up. At first, there seems to be feelings of regret. You question yourself and wonder if you made the right decision. You may briefly consider going back and trying to work it out, but some relationship issues can't be worked out. Then you may experience sadness. You may even become depressed. You're just not yourself. You tend to reflect on the good times you had with your now ex-partner. You can't focus, you're often distracted, and out of touch with everything going on around you. Then you may experience anger. Now you're starting to think of all the things your ex-partner did that was just completely wrong. You start to reflect on things you didn't like, but you let it slide because you love them so much. Now that you've broken up, those same issues you thought were cute have turned into deal breakers. During this time, you might try to have sex with someone else, or you might try to go out and date, but you'll likely take that anger out on the new person, and it's not fair to them. Do yourself a favor and give yourself time to heal. It's hard to stay actively angry for too long, so you find ways to distract yourself. You try to think of other things or put the focus back on you. Anger may be a good thing because it should keep you from going back to your partner, especially if they did something unforgivable. At this point, you need a distraction. Distractions after a breakup can help you transition into moving on. Now it's to the point where you may think back every now and then, but you're able to move forward. Maybe you find yourself realizing that breaking up was actually the best decision. You begin to realize what the relationship was lacking and start to come to terms with the truth. You're able to process it more without getting angry or feeling regret. You're starting to see the lesson in all of it. Towards the end, you may feel some sense of closure, and you realize that this is life and sometimes relationships just don't work out. But with the help of a good best friend, parental advice, or other types of support systems, you can build newer and better relationships. Of course, between those stages, there may be a lot of tears. You may have some rebound sex. There may be a few arguments with your now ex-lover, some angry text messages. You might call and hang up hoping they don't answer, but hoping they'll call you back. Some ex-lovers even decide to be friends. It's all a part of breaking up. The overall lesson is to listen to your intuition. And if it doesn't feel right, it's probably not.